Hi, this is Matthew Weiner, and I am here with,
Michael Leppendahl.
who is the director of this episode. It's episode 10 of season 5, Christmas Waltz. And I wrote this with Victor Levin. And this sort of comes at a, point in the season when Megan has left the agency. Don has sort of slightly tried to get back into his work after being on love leave and has he gotten over the blow of Megan not liking orange sherbet and rejecting what he does? And never miss an opportunity to tell a Christmas story if you can. And of course, this is the beginning of, we saw it in the very first episode of the season that Lane has financial problems, and we've seen him struggling for some kind of, place at the agency. But this took a lot of research to figure this out. And it really circled around the Hansard procedure, which is a real legal maneuver used to get people out of their taxes. And it's a huge problem for Lane right away.
Yeah, and Jared does a great job of conveying this, and I love that it's, kind of really early in the morning.
Right. And also, we have to talk about the sound work in this episode. Besides the bar and the car, there's a great approximation of a transatlantic phone call here, which really exceeded any of the ones we'd done in the past. Filled with noise and like this kind of radio-y sound. It was an actual cable. And some of us remember hearing these phone calls and how distant they sounded. And of course, Rebecca comes out completely uninformed. In case you didn't know that something was really wrong. So Lane has to come up with this $7,500 in a few days, and it's really the taxes on the money that he received. And here's
Scarlett.
Yes.
This is Sadie Alexandru.
What's wrong with him?
She's a great addition. Really feels, we heard her mentioned a lot and really didn't cast her until we need to see her on screen, and then we went back and used her voice in all the places in the season where we needed it. And this mention of Paul Kinsey, very glancingly. And one of the issues you get into dramatically is when people are lying to each other this much, I always worry that if the actors lie too well, the audience doesn't know that they're lying.
Right.
But Lane's interest in this, and of course, what emerged as a theme in this episode was this whole idea of short-term solutions, and how the money is related to that, and so the projections just seem like such a great way to sort of get that.
Yeah, and it's short-term projections are going on all over the place. This is why you get away with lying and things. Like Harry has so much to think about in his own job.
Right.
He's worried about the projections and.
But it's also this gambling thing that's going on, which is like, this is what we expect for the future. How do we deal with it? And Lane, we were told, has this relationship with this guy at the bank, Walt, where it's all done with conversation. So the business is going well. It was one of the central ironies of the season is that they have so much business but no cash flow.
Right.
And eventually it's all going to come in. But Lane needs his money now. And even though this is fraudulent to suggest that the projections are commitments, that is, that they're really going to have the money versus hoping they have the money, it seems like a good bet that they'll be fine. And I love that Lane just figures they'll just fish a Christmas bonus out. And everyone should take his word for it. He is the guy in charge of the books. Other than Cooper, no one really even understands how it works.
Yeah, and you can see how he's very convincing. I mean, you see how this guy would, he gives him money. He's a bank who does this regularly. It doesn't seem out of
Sterling Cooper's
order.
a good bet.
Right.
We're heading to Florida.
And I love this sort of
Yeah.
I think we're going to drive.
personal interaction based on what it's another beleaguered dad. There's a lot of them in the show.
This is a really nice moment of.
Yeah, good score, and I love the shot itself and Jared's performance. I love the way you got that.
It's relief, but not entirely.
And it says Chemical Bank up there, which was their bank. We see it on all the checks. And, of course, this little joke, they say Cooper's office. We know Cooper doesn't have an office. It's referring to the men's room. And it's a very casual atmosphere to this.
Yeah.
But a big part of this is that Pete, again, in Don's professional absence on some level, or without Don's opposition, has ascended to a position of great importance. And I love this here, that he just kept calling them.
Yeah. He knew this was going to happen. I love that they can indulge in some assholery here.
Exactly. And I also love that this is a statement of Don's condition here, which is that he is not in the mood to work.
Right.
He is mourning the fact that she's not there anymore. And we saw her descend in that elevator, you know, when she left in episode 8, and he's not gotten over it. He should be more excited about the car.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge.
Now, Andre and Maria brought in this idea of talking about the Hare Krishna, and of course it immediately became, and we had talk of Paul's spec script in many different forms, and always welcoming an opportunity to see Michael Gladys and wonder what happened to him. This was the very beginning of the Hare Krishna in New York City.
Right.
They're in a business called Matchless Gifts, which is still there, and he is recruiting Harry for we don't know why yet, but the amount of research that went into getting this right, and the way it's shot, and his clothing, his
the
language.
costumes in particular are just, it lends reality to it. You know, it's such a great story, and it is a rare situation where you get the beginning of a movement that is still around. You know,
Right. And I love that Paul is in it for the best reasons. Mm-hmm. This entrance is a great introduction of a character.
Yeah, she's great. This is Anna Wood.
Yeah, Anna is has a great sexuality, openness, sense of humor, quirkiness, and yet she also has this kind of darkness to her. And when you find out what her past is, you completely believe it.
And she has a weird kind of intelligence that comes across that actually works, even though it gets so bizarre later on. You can think that this is making sense to her.
This whole construction, right down to the guru, right to the Swami, everything is beautifully rendered from Hare Krishna films of the period.
Yeah, those films are very interesting. But the costumes here are so great. All of the people look, it seems like a complete personality. It doesn't look they're just put on them.
I was terrified of this. I was like, oh my
I was
God,
too.
now we're doing, is this going to come off like Laugh-In or something? Or
Exactly.
Dragnet sketch with people with painted signs? You know, you really, really want it to feel like,
And this is a nice kind of sexy moment.
yeah,
Rich is great there.
yeah. And of course, the title of the story on the writer's board was Hare Krishna. So here's Lane's presentation of his Christmas bonus idea, which he expects to go over instantly. We see how Pete cannot resist even after the fight, just telling Lane what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That we have a surplus of 50,000.
And here's a performance that is very self-interested.
Mm-hmm.
And all they have to do is give these bonuses out, and Lane's problems are over.
2% gifts to S&C and 4% E&C.
God bless us, everyone.
That's
And I shall see to it that the checks are distributed immediately.
Actually, let's wait till the Christmas
I love that on some level this is about Peggy is the reason why Lane's fate is sealed, because he knows that Peggy's not going to like her bonus, and he's going to have to hear about it. So
Tuck it into the holiday.
yeah, and then get some learning was a phrase that Vic brought in, which is I've found out since a ubiquitous advertising phrase. And here is Lane making his again self-interest reasoned argument. It's not good for my morale. And there is an anxiety, too, about them having to work through the holidays and having to do all this work if they get to pitch Jaguar. And here's Lane again losing his temper. Mm-hmm. Which Janet Leahy had that joke. Saying, like, why is Lane all of a sudden giving money away? Someone's going to wonder.
No one has given me the reaction I desire from
And
this event.
Pete has worked so hard.
They're lemons. They never start.
Lane.
Yeah, it didn't work out. That's okay. He can make it. So here is a scene that was constructed. Maria was very careful about this, Maria and Andre, when we were sort of building this thing, that Roger would come in and start flirting with Scarlett, and it would be yet another kind of insult to Joan in the stasis of her life here.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, what he's talking about, the 25th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, and not knowing how to win, which is, again, a lot of what the season's about. Every man for himself. Them doing well has broken them up more than them doing badly.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it is because the reality of it is the money's not coming in, and here you have this great interaction between the two of them, which we've been craving probably.
Yeah. And I like the kind of color scheme going on with her, kind of,
It's a short-term solution.
This brown, orange, red.
and that huge drape there.
Yeah.
It's better this way for him.
It kind of subdues her
Careful.
and underlines that
Won't
theme.
even be a family friend.
And I love that she says, I don't want your money.
Right.
It's not about honor. It's about the fact that
And this running joke
created a
where
human life.
Roger mentions his LSD again. She's like, how many people has he told? Like, you don't even know. I know.
Exactly.
And now it's some other girl's turn. She's like, I don't need this.
Scarlett.
She's not the sexual focus of the office anymore either.
I love that. Hello.
And we love this idea. Now, this is populated with people from the show.
Yeah, a lot of people from The Office are in here.
Is it, and that they would get really into it. And we had a Krishna consultant also who was there at this moment from the very beginning and really made sure that the way that the transitions of the ceremony were right. And of course, this idea that the chanting, that Harry, of course, needed the chanting. And we saw people who looked like Harry in the newsreel.
Absolutely. That was the fascinating thing about it, because it was the beginning of this movement that was attractive to all kinds of people. So it was a interesting demographic in there.
Yeah. And I love that Paul is so enthusiastic and
I just wanted to see more of the girl.
yeah. And then Rich got so into it, that Harry got so into it. Of course, Harry needed to chant.
Yeah.
And I love what he says here. We live in the material world and we forget this. There's so much about materialism in that it's an oath of poverty. And,
Yeah.
it is
calls
not
him
right. And
Sense enjoyer later.
sense
you know?
enjoyer, right. That's all sort
an
of like,
insult.
exactly. And this was a scene that we actually reshot. This is a second
Yeah.
version of this scene that was really because there was a writing problem in the first version where Paul really seemed to not believe in the movement.
Right.
I'd put in a bunch of jokes in there that sort of like about him like wanting to have a cigarette and all these other things, and
I was at rock bottom.
he's
I'd really
I
degraded
love this joke.
and McCann.
I degraded myself and McCann. Harry can only see things in terms of advertising.
Why I live like
He's a good example of the sort of short-sightedness
Yeah.
that's going on.
And then you find out the depth of his feelings for her, and this complex idea that I believe in Hare Krishna. I don't like living in this social order. I want to worship God that way, but I want to be with her. And she will not leave without any security.
Stop. Money solves today, not tomorrow.
And there it is. Money solves today, not tomorrow, which I love because it sounds like a real expression, but of course it's not.
I couldn't come because of the accident.
My hat's off to Jean-Claude Van Italy for having his fingers on the pulse of America at this time, and the response to this play and the reviews it got showed us that it really was on people's minds. I was in this
Yeah.
play in college. That's how I knew about it. I actually played this part, and Chris Devlin does a great job. And what we kept talking about is like Don's going to be dealing with this. I mean, people are always shitting on advertising, but he's going to be dealing with this cultural anti-materialism that's really bad for his business
Yeah.
and personally insulting, as was Meghan rejecting advertising.
Sure. And this was incredibly successful. This was the talk of the town.
But you guys did. I mean, this is a exact reproduction of this as much as we could do of
Yes.
this production, right?
Yeah. We did a lot of research on it. They did a wonderful job.
And I was going to be sick.
Mike has
And I
an-
love watching Don
Yeah.
watch this play.
Mike Oppendahl has a pretty deep background in theater, and I knew also that he would be able to pull this off in a believable way and shoot it right. The man is vomiting from watching TV commercials.
Smelling the beer in his hand.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have dinner.
This scene,
Yep. Nope.
again, seeing Megan's authority in his life. This is not Betty Draper.
No, you're not.
Although, wow, is that some dress? I must
I
be
know, that
distracted.
dress was just amazing.
I saw that dress on the hanger on a photograph on the iPad. Janie showed it to me, and I really didn't like it. And she did not explain to me how it was going to come off, like what the texture was and everything.
Because it makes them feel better.
Well,
I
we
love
had
that
dinner with Charles.
Don
He's an understudy.
Don presents the thesis of advertising, which is like stop acting like this is a horrible thing for
Sorry.
society to
Kind of acting like
buy
I
stuff.
love it. And I didn't think it was such a strong stand against advertising as
And
much
also,
as
the
I-
assertion of her as an actress is a real actress philosophy to me. She's like kind of adult. Mm-hmm. You love making fun of actresses, you know. She says to him, like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's got to take it and sort of laugh along, you know.
You know, I was scared when Bee was born, but she's such a joy.
This set
He's
is
still riding on his
spectacular.
high.
Yeah, he's riding on his high, and
He's still helmet in the head.
this is sort of the crux of Paul's character. He's on the outside of these things, and Maria had pitched this line. I keep wondering if Prabhupada likes me,
Jennifer.
and that
Now with another one on the way.
he was unable to evolve, and he was annoyed that
Lakshmi and the farm.
Harry actually probably even had, after all this time, a more successful.
Brooding and a little
Yeah,
more.
he had a vision.
Yeah,
First time.
I don't
And it's great because Harry's talking about his, you know, relationship with his wife, and
can't help me because I have
and Paul just takes it as though he's talking about the same thing, and he's not. And he's like, well, that gets me to me. I want a family as well, which isn't what he's talking about.
it's incredible to the chemistry between these two guys. They are real. Michael and Rich are friends in real life and have been since the beginning of the show, since the pilot.
if there is one.
And I think you really exploited it. I really feel it.
Yeah, they did a terrific job. But the writing in these scenes that they have in this diner are it's just great because of those things like I was just talking about where they connect and come apart.
And I think I've made
And we were like, if anybody is going to love Star Trek, it's going to be Paul Kinsey.
just read the first 15 pages.
And
You don't think it's good enough for now?
Just so you know, Maria and Andre worked on a Star Trek show on Enterprise.
Right.
And when it came to talk about like what was Paul's show, what was the substance of Paul's actual episode, it like came out in like 8 seconds. They were like pitched this whole thing with the Negron and the Catan and it, you know, it's not a great Star Trek episode. I don't want to demean Star Trek in any way. I aspire to have an impact and longevity that show has, and it means a lot to me actually.
Not that I wasn't in a state of bliss for the first few months,
But
something happened.
I loved his take on it.
I try to clear my head, but I can't.
And I love the depth of the conversation you can have because they haven't seen each other and because he's in this cult.
Yeah.
You know, I got there and I started trying
And I
to
like that he
figure out
resurrects his knowledge of advertising,
Yeah.
you know, and puts him in a corner and
It's
says,
like, who do you think
can
you're
do
talking
this.
to? Yeah, I know you can do this.
no one likes me. Sometimes I think Krishna doesn't even like me.
I love this.
None but Lakshmi. Will you read this?
And Harry, you know, it's a Christmas story. This is about people giving gifts.
Yeah.
And we kept trying to make that clear that there's a lot of gifts being given in the episode. And it kind of you know, the privation is not recognized. It's sort of like, how do we solve this problem? We have so much. How do we solve this problem? Why didn't our problems go away now that we have so much? Mm-hmm. This, I think, is a collaboration between you, Chris Manley, David Carbonara, Jared, Ellen Freund, and props, where I just like, and of course Leo, who cut this.
Yeah.
Just like coming in, I came in and I saw this in this form, and I was like, oh my God, we really did a suspense movie here. And
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And this was when it was getting clear how tough things were going to get for Lane later on.
right. And without spoiling it, if you're listening to this commentary before you see the next episode, you should know that there was a moment. Oh, it's great. Like using the light box. We were
And how
told that
loud that pen is on that glass. It's kind of dangerous.
the deep breath he takes to steady his hand. We were told that that's what you do when you're trying to forge something. You take a deep breath. It's like shooting a rifle, so that you would be completely focused. And then Jared adds that, you know, he was supposed to wave the check a little to dry it off, but Jared waves it in a way that he was basically saying, on some level, he was waving goodbye.
Yeah, I love that. He was like, keep that in.
Yeah.
It's me waving goodbye.
And it's a
I mean, it's a
huge
great
pride.
thing he's doing here. You know,
Yeah.
he conveys it so well. Obviously, it's helping him out, but geez, what a weight to bear.
I like this scene because this forwards the plot in the sense that we know what Harry's going to do. We know how he feels about things.
Supposed to?
But better than forwarding the plot is it.
And then Y&R.
This is
Go downhill.
one of my favorite jokes ever.
B. Housing heard he doesn't house at AMP.
Who's AMP?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. The AMP.
The supermarket. He was working at the He went from the big agencies, all those initials.
Sorry, it's
But
last
I
week.
love the assertion that Peggy makes about, like, you can say whatever you want, but if the guy can't do it, if it's so hard for him and it means so much and it's not good and he won't keep doing it, then he shouldn't be doing it. She's so
Right.
imperious about the kind of ambition and creative ambition in particular.
Which is the Negron pick under slavery to the
Yeah, and it's such an I mean, you know that Harry cares so much for Paul, and now the fact that he has insufficient talent
Right.
has to be reconciled in that relationship, which
I
is
know.
such an interesting problem.
change his life.
Which is funny because on some level, do you really think that people without talent don't make it?
So what?
I mean, that's not even up for debate on some level. It's about Harry sort of protecting himself. I'm gonna use this shit up with somebody I have a business relationship with.
I think it was really hard for him.
They shouldn't be doing it.
The depth of the forgery too. I have to say, the tension for the audience to understand what a big deal this is. And also, Bob Levinson just really guided us through the accounting process and the bookkeeping at the agency and how this could be possible. And it all depended on the fact that they would have two signatures on this checks. Otherwise, he could have just written it to himself. And of course, the reason they do have two signatures is so that no one can do that.
Right.
You do, because your opinion means a lot more than mine.
And here's Pete coming in.
See how they deal with a couple.
Don is sleeping in his office and pretending like he doesn't want Pete to know. We've seen that in the pilot.
Last
But
December that we'd be in the running for a
he is curious about why Don is not excited about this. And so are we on some level.
Yeah.
I love that you and I should go as a couple. He doesn't care.
And he's not even really hiding his tiredness and boredom.
Yeah. And here we have,
Nicholas Guest again.
yes, and the call that everything is fine, all is well. And then, of course, what lawyer would not bring that up, especially with someone who's in dire financial straits? Like, he should get his fee first. And then we know that Lane does have a backbone.
Joan, you have a guest.
I like this little scene.
Oh, yeah.
I like how they part here.
It's a great piece of camera work. And then she
Oh,
comes out.
This is a great scene. It's
to talk
definitely-
about this.
Yes, that's me.
Besides all the tests we did on the exploding airplane.
Yeah, we did quite a few of those. But, I mean, this is all, Christina's performance is just terrific here. You just go right with her from regular, going through the day, nothing's going on, and then just turning on her.
Yeah, and she's upset about getting these papers, which we don't even have to know
Yeah.
what they are.
But you know something is severe.
And I don't follow what everybody says, this actress.
She's terrific, yeah.
And Don sort of witnesses it. There was an editorial, like, it was very, very tough to sort of have Don in the right place.
Right.
Well, thank you for that. Here's a surprise. Surprise! There's an airplane here. You're not allowed to do that.
I love that he literally has to pull her off.
Yeah, that's a very fun scene. But you're also still wondering, what the hell is going on?
And this walk here. And of course, this was all constructed as a moment for these two, to put these two together. They both have relationship problems. And
It's too early for lunch.
they have not talked much.
Yeah, and I
And-
think the audience really enjoys seeing these two have any kind of interaction.
But what a great piece. There's a little piece of score, and here's the gesture that does it all. He puts his coat on her, and you know. And then, of course, they pretend to be married here.
Yeah, this is...
There's a lot of Don pretending to be married this season. It really has to do with how people have relationships with him. And his, of course, we know he was a used car salesman.
Right, he knows how to play
He knows
this.
how to play this thing down to the bone.
And then he appears.
This guy did a great job. This
Yeah,
is Mitchell,
this is
right?
Mitchell Fink. Yeah.
And let's talk about the location.
I know, it's great. This is in downtown LA, and I
Getty.
love the way that Don plays this whole scene, and they're having such fun with like the charade of it all.
Scott Poole, who runs our locations department, really outdid himself. And you have an episode like this where you need to get things into the right schedule, and you find the Hare Krishna location and this Jaguar location, and then finding the right bar.
And the research of the New York Jaguar dealership is very much like this. Where
Oh, it looks exactly
you have
like
to get
it.
the proportions of how many cars versus the space, you know,
Right.
and
that it was a
it's
converted,
really
old,
difficult thing to
elegant
pull off.
showroom. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, of
And
course,
then-
people giving us their cars.
Yeah.
And
Go give me the keys. I'll drive her around for
now you realize this car is tiny.
That's right.
And the idea of the three of them driving around was almost as funny as the two of them. But I love that Don wants to cheer her up, and he has to do the research anyway. There's a little insinuation about how the cars are not functioning well in the U.S.
Right.
There's,
And his ridiculous
He's defensive about
counterpoint
it,
of,
yeah.
They don't have enough land.
Right, in England, they don't even know how to design a car to run all the time because they don't have our landscape. And this is
badass maneuver.
It is, and I love there's the sticker in the window.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. They went for a ride and went for a drink.
Right to the bar.
And I love this the way that the middle of the day is conveyed too. I having lived in New York at certain points, there's a real winter middle of the day feeling even before all the shopping starts. Just this kind of like bleak. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything's decorated, but it's cold
And there's a warmth and kind of a fakeness that it's just comforting and nice to be able to think
Yeah.
like you open up the door and you see this place. It's like, let's have a drink.
right? And so we hear the bar starting up to life, and they're having their private conversation. And this conversation is in two pieces. It's two scenes. Mm-hmm. And she tells him about her impending divorce. And she feels bad about throwing the airplane at Meredith. And Joan talks about her kind of like lack of attention she's getting. And then you find out this piece of history, which is always gravy. But I always thought these scenes are very meaningful to me, and some kind of achievement on some level to sort of convey their equality, even in just as carnal creatures.
Yeah, absolutely. And their yearn for sort of the kind of drama that they talk about later that is not inflated or
Yeah.
anything, but getting yourself in a tense situation where when you refers to Bobby Bear later.
Yeah.
Nobody realizes how bad it has to get for that to happen.
I just think that it's like these people don't have to discuss the realities of fidelity, marriage, or anything. They both know what their appetites are. Mm-hmm. And it's completely accepted.
Mm-hmm.
On what date do you
There's an honesty to it, like,
Right after you go all the way.
it seemed as very commonplace now, but before the show went on the air, I think there was some mass hypnosis that people did not have premarital sex in this era.
Right.
Like the office misses her.
Of course, he's talking about himself, I think.
Yeah.
And Joan apologizing for ever putting Megan on his desk.
I don't think you should have thrown those papers out the window.
They do such a nice job of keeping each other up and kind of light.
Yeah, it's true.
Give me some change. I want music. Whenever she says that right afterwards, I always think, give me some music. I want change.
That's great.
There's a Lakshmi here.
And then we have this little joke payoff,
She's got a whole story.
where there was a lot more shot to sort of convey how Harry was having sex with this woman in the office in the middle of the day, but it really seems to work this way. We always
Yeah.
have time issues. And but I love that he lies so easily, and he's also so anxious.
Pleasure to see you.
And
Jennifer wants to be very thorough in our search for a nanny.
Rich has got a great way of
If this is some kind
going in and out of sincerity.
right now, you're trying to recruit me.
And then he pops into sincerity here.
Right.
Isn't that verboten?
I also have to say there's something about
I don't know what it is, but
the lighting on the show when you see this woman's eyes.
Right.
intensity,
And we always thought that she was giving him this gift, and it was to basically persuade him. But it's a very perverse piece of logic, and he's such an easy mark. It's so
Yeah.
clear he's irresistible. I mean that he cannot resist it.
nobody's with anybody. Paramatma does what he wants, and so do I. It doesn't mean that we don't love each other. So there's no reason for you to
So
say
she basically comes and says, like, I can't stop thinking about you, and I need to be with you.
I'm burning for you.
This is really, really
Life burn for you.
hard for Harry to deal with. Look at that. And of course she.
This is completely allowed.
He knows what she means to Paul, and this is a horrible sin.
Yeah, this is bad. But
On the other hand,
of course he's going to do it.
yeah,
Take me like this.
and then we have, of course, the Christmas waltz come up under here, which I always thought would be funny.
Yeah. And now there's more people.
Right, and
And
they're
this
dancing.
feels like the other part of that day you were describing, where it's a little later and people have come in after work.
Right.
Or toward the end of work.
Look at all these people.
And the reality of this, they can't dance here, and Don's flirting with her, and he's irresistible, and then them having this conversation, which is what this scene was really about the fact that, I mean, the most meaningful line to me in this episode in a weird way, besides the theme, money, self, today, not tomorrow, is that moment when she says about the guy who's staring at her, the wife's
Oh,
only
yeah.
sin was, being familiar.
Right.
Said to me once, I like being bad and going home and being good.
And of course, we want the audience to worry that they're going to end up together.
Right.
Because we want them to. But it's. This is total explicit conversation. And it's great to see that we have a female character who can just express that
Yeah.
to a man. They know each other. The show is so based on isolation that when you have these moments of contact, it's incredible.
Advertising? Insurance?
And of course, the Christmas Waltz itself was really, the song to me is a very emotional song. It's very melancholy, and this is Doris Day's version, which was not as long as the scene. I think there's an extra bar cut in here.
Yeah,
But-
that's right.
So you think it's all
Yeah, it's a lovely song, and it conveys this exact feeling. There's always, not always, but there's often melancholy with this time of year. And
Oh, yeah.
It's so great to just exploit it and kind of.
And my attachment to the song, I'd never heard the song before I saw Nellie Mackay perform it live at Amy Mann's Christmas show with the ukulele, and she gave us a recording
Yeah,
of it, and
this
I
is
knew we were
somehow
going that
not
way.
as popular of a song. I don't know why.
Maybe we've helped with that now.
I hope
don't
so.
know.
It's a great one.
What was it like on set with these two? In this scene, were
It was great. I mean, everybody just enjoyed watching it. They're two pros just breathing life into a terrific script. It was just, it looked great. It was a real joy.
Dan, yeah, they
It was a lot of fun. And actually, Christina's mom was on set that day.
Oh, really?
That
Is she in the
must have been a
background?
pretty proud moment for her. Yeah, she's
Proud
dancing over
moment for her, hearing her daughter
Yeah.
talk about the hundreds of men she slept with.
Exactly.
Her character.
car fare.
And I love how genteel this is.
Bad money?
Yeah, and all through, they keep this they prevent it from becoming maudlin. Not that it's just a lively.
And he's still flirting with her while they're deciding that they shouldn't do anything. That thing he says, "You look great over the jukebox." What he's saying is, "I was thinking about you."
Right.
Right.
I noticed.
And Don, of course, interested in Megan. The idea was here that this was his sexual release, driving this car, which he doesn't really like.
Right.
And she says he doesn't like it because he's happy. He doesn't need a car.
I like this scene.
Here's a little graphic reference to their activity that
Right.
I thought was worth including. I don't like this sort of Hollywoodization of the reality of this.
Strict on me, Mother Lakshmi.
They really just had sex in somebody's office. You can't pretend like it's a hotel room.
Good to know. But I am joining. Although, your techniques are more persuasive than Paul's.
Paramount.
Never smooth.
I'm only here because you're shaking his devotion.
And I love this that we were saying that she really believes in it.
And
She was
Yeah.
a prostitute and she does know how to manipulate men, but she believes in this. And him admitting that
To have a life with you.
and you know that even
he really cares about Paul, despite
Right.
the fact that.
And his teleplay is awful. And
Yeah.
It was a problem.
And this always mirrored the scene with Joan to me, also, and Don, because they're having a very honest conversation about who they are.
you want to make him into a gross materialist when he's living in the spiritual world.
It's a very substantial
Also, he's our
statement,
best recruiter.
followed by this joke, which I can't resist. I do believe it. I do believe
you
Paul
really
is
can't
really
close
good
it.
at
Yeah.
closing.
Because you're going to stay away from him and let him be happy in the light of Krishna consciousness.
All of this language is
You thought I was
accurate
confused.
Right.
to the conversational, not the literature. It's literally the right conversation. I had a couple of people tell me after this episode that it brought back anyone who'd been involved in it, talk about bringing to the light of consciousness.
Stay away from
There are these acts of violence from these women for frustration. Christina throwing the airplane. the
Solid
slap.
smack right there.
Yeah, and then of course
Street smack.
Yeah,
Girl who knows how to smack.
yeah.
That always works.
I love this shot and the way you did this. Tell the truth, like it didn't even occur to him.
And it's so hard for him to deal. I mean, it is a terrible thing to say to someone that you really. How do you say? Like,
I don't know. I'm
you
not.
either lie or avoid it.
John does a great job of conveying his drunkenness here. And what a change in his life. He is coming home. He's done this to Betty Draper 1 billion times.
Right.
And this woman is really pissed off. I don't think she thinks he slept with Joan, but she definitely...
Right. That's why I love this line. Why did you want me to think that? You know, it's like...
He's mad at her.
I test drove a Jaguar, had a drink with Joan, drove around some more, and dropped it off.
And you never thought to call me? Why did you want me to think that?
Calm the hell down.
I put a plate in the oven for you. And
Displaced anger is really the source of a lot of drama. I mean, the same way Joan threw that airplane because she was mad about the divorce papers. And then you think that this is going to lapse into that experience from the first episode where their dynamic is about, it's a sexual dynamic, this sort of S&M, mild S&M relationship, but it's not. It's about her saying, like, we're supposed to be having a life here.
Yeah.
And he's cowed. He didn't have people stand up to him like that, and he still doesn't even know this shot played out like this. I mean, it didn't take a lot of conversation. It was in your cut, and Leo was always like, we have to let him stand there while she's in there banging around.
Yeah, it's great.
And they did a great job. The sound people added all this. I'll clean it up later.
And I like that she's eating the noodles with cheese. That's her favorite, like, comfort dish that
right.
Mom talked about.
And here is the story of,
Well, it's different there now.
Don said no one made a stronger stand against advertising than you. And she's just saying, like, go back to work. You loved your job. It's what I was attracted to. And he's like, I don't like it. You're not there anymore.
and he hides his symptoms.
He did a beautiful job on this scene. I was surprised when I saw it. It was just a little exposition scene to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, these two are just... I really enjoy... This is such an odd marriage to me. And they're wonderful actors.
Yeah, and he really wants to put her at ease. He knows they can't spend any money.
And there's a whiff later on of, like, he's maybe going to, tell her I'm in trouble.
Right.
But he doesn't.
Edwin,
And everybody loves gossip.
yes, and Edwin lost his visa, which becomes important later on. Lost his job, lost his visa, had to go back in shame. What I love here is that she is excited by him being passionate about his job. She sort of engineered it. She made him make friends.
Into support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always the season before, remember, he had to go back and visit them. Then she refused to live there.
Right.
And now she's like, if you need it, I need it. And then this amazing thing that was I don't even think this was in the script, a complete surprise to me, where he looks for a moment like he's going to tell her and everything be fine, and then instead he just continues to hold on to his problem.
Don't get excited. Get excited, but they're not for me.
Here's a tiny Valentine,
I had to. The
a
girl
gift,
was too scared to bring him back.
right?
I
Right.
had to sign for them and tip handsomely.
And of course, Roger, realizing that he's missed the boat on this thing.
Do you want a tip too?
Whenever people ask, like, are they going to get back together? I think you can see, at least at this point, that door has really closed.
Yeah, it's an amazing evolution between them. This is a nice, sweet gesture. I like that the girl's too scared to bring him back.
Yeah, right.
These guys are great in this.
Yeah. Here's a nice piece of earned sentimentality to me, too, which I think is derived from performance.
Mm-hmm.
I think
They did a wonderful job.
both of them are like, and Harry is really doing something great for him, but it's so short term. And this running
they're
joke
both
here that
funny.
he refuses, it is really funny. He refuses, just having been on the writer side of this conversation, I just thought it was so funny that he just was like, I refuse to acknowledge that if they liked anything about it, I will do anything.
Right.
And you can never call him.
You could never call him. So he doesn't want to meet me? Never.
I'll get a lawyer. I'll sign anything they want. Yes.
And
But he was
This is a great line.
discouraging in every way. That's in his unbridled writing.
Really? What did he say? Can I talk to him? Does he want to talk to me?
Never.
don't think that this kind of, this is just like crying on screen or having the big confrontation or whatever. This kind of timing, in fact, is actually harder in a strange way to me because some people just don't have it. It's like being able to play music or something. And
Yeah.
Rich is just, the two of them together play off each other great, but Rich has really an incredible sense of rhythm and an incredible ability to tell a joke. as the character without making it sound like he's doing shtick.
Yeah, and he can do, like, musically it's a chord rather than just a straight up melody. You know, he can do like funny, but still maintaining the, you know, what you need underneath to pay off at the end.
And this is an approximation of Ratner's, which is a dairy restaurant, because, you know, of course, Paul is a vegetarian. That, to me, is a very deep moment. Everything about Paul's outfit, the saffron dyed, you know, turtleneck and the stains and the, he's a holy man.
Yeah. And the makeup, the little...
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. The stripes in there. They would put them on in the morning, and then they would basically wear off by the end of the day, and that's just the way it's done. They still do. I mean, obviously, it's an Indian custom. The music in here, the sound of the restaurant, the embrace. Ugh. Harry knows he's lying to him, but he's really trying to get him out of trying to do something. It's a like I said, it's a gift.
People said they'd do something for me. You're the first one who did.
That line is my wife's. She read the entire script and then just said that he should mention that Harry really has distinguished himself, and she pitched it just like that, and it
It's a great
made me
line.
burst into tears.
I know, that was pretty emotional shoot, actually, because it was so sweet.
Yeah.
You don't often see that kind of depth and warmth between just, you know, friends.
Despite the fact that they're flying.
So here we are, basically conveying an irony that we really couldn't exploit any further than this, but they had made all this money off of Mohawk when Mohawk was the only airline running, and this was true. Then Mohawk went on strike and got killed. And they, of course, have to cut their ad budget, which means there'll be less cash coming in. And Mohawk is their regular cash cow. And now here's Lane fighting for his life. And
Yeah,
we don't
he's in
know.
deeper than ever.
Right.
He's already spent the money.
Yeah.
Just the partners will defer.
And so now it's even worse. We'll give up. You're right. We will spend this money. We'll give bonuses, but we're not going to take any of it.
Good point, Lane.
Just the junior partners. And of course, you know, John Hamm, you know, maintains his own story here, which is an actor's responsibility on some level, to know that he is not interested, and we don't know what he's going to do about this Jaguar information. But
Lane, go ahead.
Roger acts like he's going to do it. And here's an example of somebody lying
Yeah.
too well, right? You're like, he's got to sell it, but it's
Yeah.
really bad. It's really painful for him to sell this.
And historically, Lane, not a good speaker.
Right? Yeah.
Strain on the company.
Right. What was it, like Hitler stirring or Churchill stirring?
Yeah, when he's practicing that speech, I loved that.
Quite self-
He walks a great line here.
have elected to forego
And of course,
their share in the interests
Christmas
of the royal
decorations,
staff.
a new style, the perfection. We have our tree from the year before. Mike did the Christmas episode of season
Yeah,
3.
and it's the
season
repeat
4.
of mostly the same office as it would be.
Yeah.
You know, decorations.
Bring
You put
'em
them in
out
a
again.
box.
Yeah. And so the office is very pleased that they're going to get their bonuses.
The financial straddling
And Pete gives his stirring speech, which lands like a
We've been included in a
turd.
number of agencies invited to pitch Jaguar cars.
And everybody is mildly excited about this information, but that's it. And to me, this was the payoff, and we always wanted to do this. We didn't want to have Don pitching because he didn't pitch all season. Maybe he did the Heinz pitch under
Right.
duress, but nothing like in the boardroom, like because we were saving it for Jaguar in episode 11. But we're like, what can Don say to show that he's back in it, that he's going to do what Megan said, love his work?
Prepare to take
Balls on the glass, right behind him.
Swim the English.
I like it better that he's quoting Chairman Mao.
That's right.
He quoted John F. Kennedy a couple of times. He's paraphrased a lot of the great speakers, and I do believe that Mao was in the news, and they were in the midst of the Great Leap Forward, and you can't.
Together. And in the end, we will.
And this is a nice way of kind of vindicating Pete without giving him anything
Right.
directly.
Exactly.
It's like Pete can't do a speech like this. He can just say congratulations, and he's like, this news is worthy of it, though. So
Right.
I'll do it.
I also always feel like we're kind of giving a management lesson here sometimes, where people have to understand that they need to get their. You need a little scripture with your, you know, you need some inspiration. And Don's saying creative in my office, which he said quite a bit in the show. And here's Nellie's incredible version of this song.
Oh, yeah. God, this is such a great song.
I know. She was sworn to secrecy. But I just, it compares with Doris Day's. I mean, that's something in itself. It's just her and a ukulele. I really felt emotional about this episode in particular because it just felt like that winter melancholy of like, you really want to change your life. And
there's something weirdly comforting about all the melancholia.
yeah. Well, they kind of bond, like the human element, but Paul and Harry hugging is like one of the most emotional things we do, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a kind of selfless thing that Harry did, even though he screwed Paul's girlfriend. Great job, Mike. It's a pleasure.
You too.